Friend, welcome back to the channel. It is a beautiful Friday afternoon here in Southeast Asia, Malaysia to be precise. You see, I'm supposed to say, thank God it's Friday. But the truth is, I didn't have a good night. Throughout my morning, I wasn't really happy. For Chelsea to go to Switzerland and lost the game in Switzerland, I am not happy. I'm not in the rightful mind. Anyway, wherever you are on the globe, especially on the continent of Africa, in Europe and in America, or here in Asia with me, ladies and gentlemen, you are highly welcome to this Friday, the last day of the transfer window. The last day of the transfer window. Ladies and gentlemen, today, it is going to be happening minute by minute. And listen, I will be here to give you every update. I will also be going live on TikTok in the next hour. I'll be going live on TikTok. Yes. Well, but for now, on the transfer front, Chelsea are trying to ship out certain players. We will get to Victor Osimhen. I have exclusives on him. But Chelsea right now are shipping out certain players. And I'm here to announce to you, the first on my list, officially confirmed, Romelu Lukaku signed in as a new Napoli player on a permanent move from Chelsea. 30 million euro plus add-ons, 3 years contract. He only wanted to work under Conte again, and the deal is completed. Finally, Romelu Lukaku is no longer on the books of Chelsea. My goodness. How many seasons Chelsea has been trying to offload Lukaku? Finally, Romelu Lukaku is no longer Chelsea player. He signed in for the first time as Napoli player. Ladies and gentlemen, we are done with that. Now we move on quickly to some other ones. Romelu Lukaku finally is gone. My goodness. Well, exclusive. Chelsea's goalkeeper George Petrovic set to leave and join Strasbourg. Yes, here we go. Understand Petrovic has agreed on new terms with Chelsea ahead of leaving to join Strasbourg. It will be a 1-year loan until June 2025, then back to Chelsea. So Petrovic, our goalkeeper Petrovic that we signed newly, he is going to be with who? Strasbourg, our sister station, our sister station indeed, our sister club, Strasbourg in France, for 1 year. And as a matter of fact, he agreed on a new terms with Chelsea FC. Yes, so Petrovic right now to Strasbourg. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Arsenal have been offered Raheem Sterling. He will be willing to take a significant pay cut. Sterling is said to have accepted a proposed wage from Arsenal. Yes, Chelsea offered Raheem Sterling to Arsenal. Arsenal said, okay, but we'll have to cut your salary, your wages. Sterling is said to have accepted that proposal from Arsenal, and currently they are negotiating on the deal. Hopefully, by the end of the day, that deal possibly could be struck. If Manchester United, yes, the swap deal between Chelsea and Manchester United did not work out. We understand as we speak, Manchester United are working for a swap deal with Chelsea for Jadon Sancho and Raheem Sterling. So it depends on the player's preference right now. Ladies and gentlemen, it depends on the player's preference right now. If Sterling chooses to go to Arsenal instead of Manchester United, which I foresee coming, that means that Chelsea will have to pay outrightly for Jadon Sancho. And the same way, Jadon Sancho was offered to Juve. Juve currently, that contract, that discussion is over. Yes, that is on hold actually. Juventus right now says Manchester United, the terms Manchester United are presenting are just too high. They will have to sell in order to complete the deal for Jadon Sancho. If they are to go by the deal or the offer being given to them by Manchester United. Maybe United are looking at Chelsea as a better alternative. Maybe Chelsea want to go in for Jadon Sancho. We wait to see. We still have about 12 hours for the window to close. Yes, 13 hours for the window to be shut officially. Ladies and gentlemen, Sancho to Chelsea, watch out for that. It can happen. Raheem Sterling to Arsenal, very likely to. Today is a busy day. It's going to be a very busy day for Chelsea Football Club. Ladies and gentlemen, now let's get to the bigger fish in a pond. Breaking, Chelsea have approached Napoli to submit an official bid to Napoli. Loan plus obligation to buy for Victor Osimhen. Meanwhile, discussions continue over personal terms. Discussions continue over personal terms with Victor Osimhen. Usually, the clubs must agree on personal terms before approaching club. If the player has a release clause, that is how it is done. And Chelsea tried to convince Victor Osimhen on their salary structure before presenting the final agreement to Napoli. And that is exactly what they did. They finally presented that to Napoli. People from Chelsea at 2 a.m. last night were in Italy and are working on a deal for Victor Osimhen. Chelsea have to be creative with the salary, ladies and gentlemen. Now, let's get started on how this whole thing is happening. In fact, I'm going to be talking about Napoli here in Chelsea, the players involved, and I'll go to some other clubs. And I will conclude again with Victor Osimhen. Ladies and gentlemen, according to Edifan, says huge Fabrizio Romano update. Yes, Fabrizio Romano updated his subscribers last night. And on Victor Osimhen, he said, on Osimhen, I spent the whole summer saying Osimhen to Chelsea will go to the deadline day. Indeed, he said it severally. And now we are on the deadline day. Now I can tell you, now at 2 a.m. in Italy, 2 a.m. in Italy, people from Chelsea are working, and they have been working for 2 days. People from Al Hilal are also working on the deal. At this time of the night, people from Chelsea are negotiating with Napoli and Victor Osimhen. I do not think a deal will be made today. Never say never, but I don't think tonight. Chelsea need to be creative. Chelsea need a creative formula for wages with Osimhen. Chelsea are now, after agreeing deal with Napoli for Lukaku, are looking at making a deal with Napoli, a loan until 2025, and then from 2025 they pay permanent fee for Victor Osimhen. Chelsea feel Napoli will open a deal for Osimhen, but the hard part will be agreeing with Victor Osimhen. El Ali have a fee nearly agreed for 65 million plus deal with Napoli and are prepared to give Osimhen everything he wants in a personal terms. El Ali are prepared to give Victor Osimhen everything he asks for. Everything he asks for in the personal terms, salary and release clause. But Chelsea is not prepared to do so. That is the thing. El Ali have a fee nearly agreed for 65 million plus. I said that before to you earlier on. You see, Chelsea are still talking. And if they can strike a deal with Osimhen, he will go to Chelsea. If not, he will go to El Ali. He will not stay at Napoli this season. He will go to one of the clubs. Ladies and gentlemen. Now, it's totally on the player to agree with Chelsea or go to El Ali. He will only go to El Ali if deal cannot be reached between Chelsea and Osimhen. He can only go to the Saudis if Chelsea fail to agree on deal with him. Means that, as we speak, Chelsea is a priority of Victor Osimhen. Unless there is no deal agreed upon, then only you accept an Ali deal. Ladies and gentlemen, the fee agreement between Chelsea and Napoli won't be a major issue, according to Fabrizio Romano. El Ali have 3 more days. So if Chelsea deal falls through, they will not panic because they have time to go in for other alternatives. Now, let's go to some other Chelsea players before we conclude with Victor Osimhen. Ladies and gentlemen, Manchester United are not interested, but Brentford are in. For who? Ben Chilwell. Ben Chilwell, yes. Manchester United are not interested in Ben Chilwell. From the news we received yesterday and the day before yesterday was that United were interested in Ben Chilwell. But now, according to Fabrizio Romano, United are not interested in Ben Chilwell. Rather, Brentford are interested. On Chalobah, Stuttgart fake news. On Chalobah, Stuttgart news was a fake news according to Fabrizio Romano. He said, however, some clubs in England interested, for example, Palace, on Trevor Chalobah. Then coming to Jordan Sancho, Fabrizio Romano report said Juventus will not happen unless they can sell a player to offer more, or if United change their mind on a deal. Juventus on standby. Now, Chelsea are working on both Osimhen and Sancho. Both sides being worked on. It's not one or the other. They are working on both. Chelsea want to improve a player and they want to improve on Sterling. We will see if United will do the swap deal. Ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, Victor Osimhen. Ladies and gentlemen, Victor Osimhen transfer saga seems to be leaning toward a move to Chelsea, according to a reliable source. Not Victor or anyone from his camp though. As of 11 p.m. last night, he agreed to a weekly wage of 350,000 euros per week. As of 11 p.m., he agreed on 350,000 with Chelsea. Initially, he sought for 500,000 euros per week, but Chelsea persuaded him to accept the lower figure. However, ladies and gentlemen, Chelsea fans shouldn't celebrate just yet, as this drama is far from over. The Saudi clubs are still in the race and are offering even more money. Ladies and gentlemen, Chelsea had an agreement with Victor Osimhen by 11 p.m. last night. 350,000 euros per week in wages. Even though the player was asking for 500, but Chelsea was able to persuade Victor Osimhen to accept that. Now, we've been advised, Chelsea fans to be cautious. Do not celebrate yet, because the Saudis, we are told, they've increased their wage, as we understand, initially 120 million euros per season, now to 150 million euros. Yes, they have done that. That should tell you how serious they are to get Victor Osimhen from Napoli. Ladies and gentlemen, on that note, I have to let you be. But quickly, let me give some shout out before I let you go. Alright? Yes. Big shout out to you guys all out there. Elisha from Nigeria, Chris Williams, and the rest. Big shout out to you guys all. This one says, Chelsea should go for Jonathan David of Lille if Osimhen wages is not fit into our consideration. Big shout out to you out there. Bami Bande Fridaus. Bami Bade Fridaus. Big shout out to you out there. This one says, Chelsea need Osimhen desperately. The boss should do just as the fans want. Coming from Albert from Takrady, Ghana. Takrady, Ghana. Big shout out to you out there. Albert from Takrady, Ghana. The next one says, Chalobah is far better than Disasi and Badi. They should retain Chalobah. Just as we saw in the game last night, Chalobah is a better option to Badiashile. Big shout out to you out there, my dear friend. You both, Albert from Takrady, Ghana, and this one is Adewale. Please let me have your name, original name. Big shout out to you guys all out there. Anyway, the next one says, good evening, brother. 100% I could like to keep Chalobah and just waiting for here we go. Osimhen to Chelsea. You got no Chelsea, I don't want watch football. Malambo from Zambia. Malambo from Zambia, big shout out to you out there. Alright, the last four here. Osimhen will not go to Saudi because they want to frustrate Chelsea. My name is Austin Adebayo from Nigeria. Big shout out to you, Austin Adebayo from Nigeria, Abuja. This one says, good evening, big bro. What are we still waiting for? Up Chelsea to get us our striker. What is happening there? Well, as you heard, right now, all the offers are on the table. All the offers are on the table, on Napoli's table and on Victor Osimhen's table. It is up to them now to agree. Victor Osimhen, we understand, already accepted the 350,000 euros, but it's not yet just that. There are other incentives that will have to be included. Yes, and until all those are agreed upon. Otherwise, the Saudis are on standby. Well, this one says, Osimhen is coming to Chelsea. Victor Osimhen to Chelsea. Here we go. Hopefully. Big shout out to you guys all out there, including Indubisi. Big shout out to you out there. This one says, how do I watch Premier League on my phone? Oh, on your phone, you have to download the Chelsea app on your phone. You subscribe, and then you can watch all the games on your phone. Yes. This one says, my prediction tonight will be 0-3 to 1-4 in favor of Chelsea. Well, we lost the game 2-1 in 7th. Ladies and gentlemen, on that note, I should be back with more exclusives and explosives later in the day. A lot is happening, and tonight or today, I'll be back with more. Expect 2 more episodes from me on this channel today. 2 more, plus our live coverage on our TikTok. I'll see you guys in the next one when you see me. Shalom and peace.